factorial symbol comes up particularly in something called a permutation. And a permutation is an arrangement of objects. So for example, we could do a word scramble. They have the word Kelowna here. If you were going to try to mix up the letters and say to your friend, can you figure out what word this was? How many ways could you mix them up? Well, you would have 7 decisions you need to make. You'd have to decide what letter am I going to put first, which would be a 7. You'd have 7 choices that could be first, but once you've used up one letter, now you have less choices for the second one. Now there's only 6 choices left. Then 5 choices, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, and we can write this as 7 factorial. It happens enough in mathematics that they invented a new symbol for it, the exclamation mark. Very exciting. And at the bottom of the page, they have the definition, and they also have, which doesn't fit the rest of the definition only works for numbers bigger than 1, and only whole numbers. Only whole numbers bigger than 1, you just keep going down until you get to 1. But for some formulas, we're also going to need 0 factorial to work. And the formulas only work and make sense if 0 factorial is 1. Negative factorials do not make sense. Because if you start at -2 and went down 1, you get to -3, then -4. And if you kept on going, would you ever get to +1? No. So factorials only work for whole numbers bigger than 1. And then you also need, by definition, 0 factorial is 1. All right. And now we are going to have some fun. Oh, I'll give you some riddles. Would you like riddles today, or would that give you a headache? You like them? Okay. I will give you some riddles today. We'll do this question, then I'll give you a couple of riddles. You have the word education, and you want to scramble it up. How many ways could you do that? Well, we could do this with decisions. There's 9 letters. 9 choices, then 8, then 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, which would be 9 factorial, which is a very big number. Trying to do the mental math. Yeah, it's big. Numbers get very big very quick with factorials. So, riddle number 1. What's really cool about the word education is that it uses all 5 vowels in the English language. A is there, the E is there, the I is there, the O is there, the U is there. Sometimes Y. Sometimes Y, and we don't have the Y. But we have all 5 regular vowels. Which made me look up and think, what is the shortest English word that has all 5 vowels? And of course, there was somebody who decided to found a new 1-celled bacteria and decided to call it I don't know if I pronounced it right, but they just decided to use all 5 vowels and call it that. So that is the shortest English word that has all 5 vowels, but there is a pretty short English word that has only 7 letters. It has all 5 vowels. That is my first riddle for you. And my second riddle for you is another word riddle. Can you think of an English word that starts with he and ends with he, but isn't he, or he, or he, or any of those? Starts with he, ends with he. And to make matters worse, right at the beginning of this video, I used this word. That's a hint. You can go back and watch the beginning of the video to see if you can figure it out. Okay? So, And if you need a hint for this one, we can I can give you a hint for that as well. Questions for practice on